Okay folks, I found this. Fortunately the owner of this doesn't have much on it. But yeah, well, what I do is I just utilise these things. Find them on the street because I'm not rich. I can't afford to do my demos with going to op shops anymore. So I have to entirely find things, almost should I say, entirely find things off the street to supplement what I'm doing here. Okay, let's see what this is. It is breakfast loyalty card, and it's for coffee, of course. Coffee, I love coffee. And there's one already stamped. I'm not going to use it though. It's a bit dirty and grotty. It's been on the ground and it was wet. It was wet on the ground. I'm going to try and bend it in a bit so it doesn't go crooked. I'm just going to bend it so it sits straight against the edge. Just put the dock feeder down on it. Yeah, that's come up looking quite a treat actually. I do think actually, yeah, we've cut the edge off there. We're going to enlarge it a bit less. But that looks really quite nice. There's all these coffee cups. Yeah, still not there. Still not enough. You can just see a little bit of the handle there of the cups. So we're going to maybe reduce that enlargement a lot more than 5%. I think we're going to go another 10%, so maybe 375. $370. Yeah, that's come up looking better, but we still have cut off the edge of that, so we're going to make it even smaller. It's really like we're nibbling away at it, folks. Yeah, that's getting better now. That looks a lot better. We can just see the number 1 coffee cup. We still need to enlarge a bit less again, just a little bit smaller. Oh yeah, folks, just a quick distraction. Here are some rainbow lorikeets up there, just where my finger is. They're very cute birds, folks, but I do have a dislike. I've actually developed a bit of a dislike for certain types of birds, like pigeons and cockatoos, because the cockatoos chew the fly screen and the window, and this is good, see? And they choose the fly screens and the window frames, and basically the pigeons like to have roosted there on my bedroom, and I'm worried I'm going to get bird lice. So yeah, I'm not happy with the cockatoos or the pigeons. Someone's been feeding the birds, folks, and it's just caused birds to become a bit of a pest rather than a pleasure. This is what we're photocopying, folks. So yeah, they become a bit of a pest rather than a pleasure. They can be a pain. Pigeons are really dirty. And minor birds as well, they're not nice, they're kind of filthy. Okay, let's see what we can do with this piece. We're going to make it into a movement piece. I actually think maybe we might reverse the tones. We might reverse negative positive. So we're now going to darken this. And here we go. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting, actually. I do feel like maybe, I don't know what to do with this, folks. Do you think that could work in as something? I'm going to make it into a marbled piece. I'm going to make it utilise this as our next master copy, make it into a marbled piece. But even rainbow lorikeets can become pests as well when you keep feeding them. And it's not healthy for them if they're eating sugar, because they lose their feathers. Yeah. And that's come up looking quite interesting, not quite what I'm after. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting, that. Actually, this looks really interesting there. That looks intriguing. I'm going to utilise this again. Looks a bit like a face. Going to do something interesting with this. Going to leave it on 100. I'm going to move it. I'm going to shuffle it back and forth with this, or try to follow the lamp with this. So just line it up and try and Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting actually. I do think we're going to maybe we should have enlarged it on the vertical. Maybe we'll enlarge it on the vertical. %. Try that again. 400% only on the vertical, not the horizontal. The horizontal will stay at 100. Okay folks, that's come up looking interesting, but it's not quite what I'm after. It's been blown off the edge of the page, which I didn't want. So we're going to try it again. I'm going to try and push it higher up onto the edge. Maybe not too far close to the edge, but enough to stop it from being enlarged out. Yeah, that's a lot nicer now. That's something a lot nicer. We're going to utilise that, I do think. Or maybe we'll try another one doing something else. So we're going to try that again. I'm going to go down. I'm going to slide it down. I don't know how this is going to look, folks. I'm really trying to push the edge of my ability, and this is what we're going to utilise. I'm trying to really get close. These artworks can be quite difficult to produce, as you can see. I'm trying to push the edge, the boundaries of my work and my ability as an artist to make something really interesting and creative. It's really can be quite a difficult task trying to make something out of something that's really not is not designed to be made into an artwork. This photocopier art is a testing sort of activity, you could say. It's really not an easy thing to do a lot of the time. What I use, trying to push the boundaries of what I can do with this. Even though I'm highly talented, I still struggle getting something good come out of some of these pieces that I create with. And this piece does not look like it's doing very well. I do think I might have to go back. I don't know if I'm going to utilise that one or maybe this one. I don't know, folks. It's a challenge. Photocopier art, like any art, can present loads of challenges, folks. It's not, you can't just say that photocopier art is easy because, hey, you're using a machine. It can be very difficult. Like any kind of art, it has skills and challenges, and people have got to realise that this is like any kind of art. It's, you know, it has its challenges and it's rewarding, and sometimes you get shit. Sometimes you do what's known as a bum note, where you just nothing seems to go right, and you end up exiting the demo with a piece of shit instead of something that you really are proud to display or to show on video. That looks shit house, but it looks like it's got promise. It's not totally shit. I'm just trying to show you folks what I'm up to. But basically, like any art, it has its difficulties. And you've got to realise that photocopier art is just like any other art. It has its challenges, and it can be easy sometimes. Sometimes you have a really good run, and sometimes other times you don't. Or you have to really push yourself really, really hard to create something really nice. And I do see something in that again, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. I don't know, folks. I'm going to do another one, and then I'll make that decision for myself. Have to. Can't do, no one else is going to make it for me. Fuck. It's a challenge, folks. It's a real challenge to make a piece of art that works. There's some pieces that I utilise, and that's come up a treat. I do like that overall effect. I do like it, folks. We're going to utilise it. We're just going to refine it. We're going to utilise it. We're going to just whatever, folks. It's really challenging, but it can be extremely rewarding, like any kind of art. So you have to fucking take the good with the bad, as they say. I don't know whether I want to get rid of that. Maybe I could. What I call the void. I don't want the void. So yeah, I'm going to enlarge it this way. I'm going to push that up. So I'm just going to line that up. Get rid of the voids. I'll put the voids at the top if I remember myself to put them there. And let's see how we go. Yeah, folks, I'm trying to get this in the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9 so I can make money as an artist instead of being reliant on my disability support pension and my disability employment, disability job as a disability, working in what's known as an ADE, an Australian Disability Enterprise. I want to be recognised as an artist, not just a person with a disability taking up taxpayers' money needlessly, because I could potentially make money out of this instead of having to grapple with my disability and having to put up with what my disability says I can and can't do. I'm not going to let my disability be my determining factor in my life. If the TV channel, Channel 9, can just play this on the 6 o'clock news, these materials, because I'm really low on disposable income, and this photocopier is going to be off service agreement maybe as early as April this year, because it's reaching the end of its use by, its useful life. When you got the spare parts being an issue, I don't know which way I want to do this one. So the spare parts could be an issue, and consumables like toner I'd have to pay for, and I can't afford it without a service agreement. I can't keep this going much longer. I'm only showering once a week and washing my hair once every 2 weeks, so it gets a bit dirty and filthy on a hot summer's day when you can't have a nice cool shower. You still need hot water. I can't shower without hot water, so I can't afford the hot water. It's costing me. Electricity has gone up exponentially, and it's set to do so even further, I do believe. So it's really getting expensive, and I'm getting really lonely away from my partner Luigi. I'm trying to get in touch with him. I want to be recognised as an artist instead of a person with a disability. I want to get off Centrelink. I want to get out of the taxpayer's purse, and basically I want to make money, and I want to be an artist, not a disability pension recipient. No, I'm not interested in focusing on what my disability can do. I'm focusing on what I can do as an artist. Disability can go fuck itself, to be quite frank. Channel 9, it can go fuck itself. I hate disability, and I hate being neglected, being whatever. I hate being given the bum steer because I don't think I remembered to put the mirror image in from that But you get what I'm getting at, folks. I don't want to be the sum total of my disability. I want to focus on what I'm capable of, and this is it. This is my talent. I want to make money from my talent, my passion, my passion, and all that it goes with it. So yeah, and I can't afford the cost of living anymore. It's getting too expensive. I'm not even going to op shops anymore. Haven't been to an op shop for months, and it just seems like the amount of money I save not going to an op shop seems like it's not hardly anything. It just keeps, the cost of living just seems to be rocketing up and up and up and up and up and up, and my fucking wage is not keeping pace, and my disability pension's not keeping pace. So I have to get out of this sitch as soon as possible, folks. And disability can go fuck itself, because I want to focus on what I can do, not what I can't. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.